Well, hello, Lana Del Rey fans. It's Ken Lawson, Renaissance Man, and I am back with a song that has been coming up a lot in comments lately, and it's Cola. So I am looking forward to it because a lot of people think I'm going to like it, and so I'm going to take their word for it and jump right in. I also want to let you know that I'm starting a Patreon page and I'm going to be putting up a video telling you what I have in mind for it, but asking for your suggestions of what you would want my Patreon page to be. You know, as far as like the tiers and what I offer, I'll basically show you what I have in mind, keeping in mind that I don't, I want to have a life outside of just doing that. So, because I still have my artwork and, music and all that I want to be doing. But I want to get your input on it and see if there are things that you think, oh, well, that's not that important, maybe this instead, that kind of thing. I want you to have input on my Patreon page. um, anyway, below there's a link for Buy Me a Coffee if you want to do that. And we're going to jump in really quickly on this one. All right. I think this is off of Born to Die. I'm not positive, but I think I saw that that was the case. Oh, wait, duh. It's right there on the picture. That must be where I saw it. Okay, and since this doesn't have a music video, I am just going to bring the lyrics up so that I can kind of watch the lyrics a little bit while the thing's going. All right. I love a good cello and violin. Ooh. I love the musical part of this so far.
My pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola. My eyes are white like cherry pies. I got a taste for men who are older. It's always been so, it's no surprise. Harvey's in the sky with diamonds and he's making me crazy.
Ooh.
All he wants to do is party with his pretty baby. Come on, baby, let's ride. We can escape to great sunshine. I know your wife and she wouldn't mind. We made it out to the other side. We made it out to the other side. We made it out to the other side. Come on.
Wow. It was different than I expected, but what I really love is the string section. Just with the supporting of the guitar, or that it's supporting the guitar and kind of in the background. And I think I even heard him plucking the strings. I guess was it pizzicato? But lyrically, I'm sure my pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola and my eyes are wide like cherry pies. Sounds like she's saying, in a way, I'm an all-American girl, but she's also, got a taste. I got a taste. I like that for men who are older, and it's always been no surprise. Yeah, apparently from all the comments over the time and people going, oh, you're right up her alley and all that. She's always like the older men, which, hey, I can't complain about. But it sounds like she's saying she's like the all-American girl that also appeals to older men. And then when it gets to the stuff about Harvey's in the sky with diamonds, since she mentions Pretty Baby, I'm assuming she's talking Harvey Weinstein. And basically, in the sky with diamonds makes me think of the fact that he's, ahead of a studio and producer and all that. All he wants to do is party with his Pretty Baby. Pretty Baby was Brooke Shields' movie way back when she was really young, and she was playing low end of teenage prostitute. I think her mom pressed her into it or something, or was pimping her out. I can't remember exactly how it all went, but it was a really controversial movie back in the day. And so I'm getting the impression that she's talking about the, young girls or whatever who are, I guess, preyed on by older men who have money and feel like they can get away with it, would be my guess. And then there's the "Come on, baby, let's ride. We can escape. Great sunshine. I know your wife, and she wouldn't mind." Once again, rich old people that think they can just do whatever they want and get away with whatever they want. But she's also saying that apparently her in this story doesn't mind being the other woman. So she is on the promiscuous side. We'll see as we go on where it goes from there. All right. But musically, yeah, this is really, really cool. I like it a lot. And the drums are interesting, that the snare is not a snare sound. It's, I guess it's a gated snare with a lot of effect. Huh.
I pledge allegiance to my dad for teaching me everything he knows. Harvey's in the sky with diamonds on, he's making me crazy.
Cool feel to this one. I like that. Ooh, about to be a piano solo or something, it sounds like. But what's really interesting, I really love what the work the strings are doing in this. There's not a whole lot lyrically different because, verse 1 and verse 2, I've already talked about the chorus and all that, and she's repeating those. But the whole thing, I fall asleep at an American flag, I wear my diamonds on Skid Row, makes it sound like she's patriotic, or at least looked at that way. And wearing her diamonds on Skid Row makes it sound like she doesn't have a whole lot of money, but she has gifts from older men and people who are affluent. And when she gets those things, she is more than happy to parade them around on Skid Row, which is, poorer part of town, usually. So I guess that's what she's saying there. And then, of course, she goes back to the whole thing with Harvey and all of that. All right, let's go. I want to hear this solo.
We made it out to the other side. We made it out to the other side. Drugs suck it up like
Oh, no solo. It's just...
Don't treat me rough, treat me really nice. Decorate my neck, diamond decisis. Why, come on,
Ooh.
come on, baby.
I don't think I've ever heard her make those sounds before. I got to hear those again. And then these lyrics, because it looks like we're about to do a bunch of repeating. But the last lyrics I'm going to talk about is drugs suck it up like vanilla ices. I would think Coke, suck it up. That makes me think of Coke. And then don't treat me rough, treat me really niceys. I like her using that to rhyme. in through there, and then decorate my neck. Diamante's ices, probably diamonds is what she's saying. I've never heard diamantes, but ice, ice is diamonds. When I saw the decorate my neck right after this, don't treat me rough, treat me, I was thinking she was going pearl necklace, but apparently it's, she wants some diamonds hanging on that neck. And then, what made me think it's pearl necklace, because then she says, why? Come on, come on, But, and of course, we wouldn't put raunchy lyrics past her with that first line, especially. But yeah, I want to hear those notes there at the end, because I've never heard her make those. This song is all about feel. This feels like one of those songs that just kind of organically came together. And that line of "my pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola," I would think that the reason she picked Pepsi Cola is because, for me, it's a very sweet tasting, cola, and that may be why she picked Pepsi. Who knows? But a nice picture of her. Very just nice. So anyway. I feel like that wasn't my most exciting reaction because this song was very much about feel. And it just had it felt like a song, and this is by no means a bad thing because I've written songs this way myself, where you just get something going with the band and you just kind of sing stuff and it just falls into place. And maybe I'm wrong, but that's what this feels like. It feels like one of those songs that just kind of happened. And then she went through and refined the lyrics and all that. And those little high notes and things that she was singing felt like she might have just been winging them at the time, just trying different things. And then went, you know what, I'm keeping that in there because that was cool. But I'll know when I do my research on it and how she wrote the song and all that. So be looking for that. I want to point out something too that was said in the comments, and of course, I bring up negative comments once in a while, not that often, but I thought it was funny that someone made a comment saying that it really bothered them, my snark, when I was talking about her 70s, the video having a 70s look and her doing that. And I, because I had said something about, the video has a 70s look. That's not a big surprise, because she has so many that are 70s looks. But this person said I was being snarky, bringing it up. And I'm like, no snark there. And even when I explained it, it's just, that's what she does. She has a vintage feel to a lot of her stuff on purpose because it's kind of her brand for a lot of her videos. But even after explaining that, the person just came back, snark. I'm like, come on, people. And if you're a Lana fan, you would think you would know that. you know? But, people take things different ways, and even when you explain it, they don't want to hear it. They just want to go with what they believed. Even right now, person's probably sitting there going, no, he was being snarky. It's like, whatever. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. So, anyway, I really liked the song. It just had an easygoing feel to it. And I liked where her voice was. And she was singing it almost in a young way, trying to convey that feeling of a young girl, It just had a young feel to it. But it was also when she was pretty young. So, and she was probably seeing a lot of this because she was starting to be around that situation more. So she was probably seeing a lot of this going on, because I'm sure music producers, movie producers, all of that, they have a lot of young women that they are able to throw money at to get what they want. And then it's just a matter of whether they get away with it or not. So, but that's it. I'm going to move on to the next one, and wish you all luck, and you have a great day, great night, great life. Talk to you later. Bye.